hurting me that bad that I want to be there to help and I can't and I don't know how to help. But I know this guy and his dog can, and I'll walk right next to his dog, right by his side, finding these kids. I know he can. It has nothing to do with politics, has nothing to do with ideologies. It has to do with finding these.
Hello everyone, I hope you're well from wherever you're watching. Welcome to the channel Nimrod Reacts. If you're new to the channel, just hit the subscription button. Thanks guys so far for this few subscriptions, the likes, the comments. Thanks so much guys. So earlier on I made a video about flooding in Texas, and this time around guys I've made a video for you on how the white folks are furious and they're blaming the floods on the black folks. Let's jump directly into the video. So credit belongs to the original creators of the video that you're seeing on your screens guys. Thanks, enjoy.
Hurting me that bad that I want to be there to help and I can't and I don't know how to help. But I know this guy and his dog can, and I'll walk right next to his dog, right by his side, finding these kids. I know he can. It has nothing to do with politics, has nothing to do with ideologies. It has to do with finding these kids.
Republicans are the number one cause of death of children in this country. Notice that every single time MAGA and Republicans intentionally kill their own kids in preventable situations, they try to gaslight us with their fake tears and tell us this is not the time for politics, to try to shut us up after MAGA and Republicans have once again committed one of their many fucking atrocities on kids by intentionally, and I do want to stress intentionally, neglecting to easily use tax dollars and laws to protect kids, the babies they pretend to care about. They never care enough about their own kids to do that. Whether it's school shootings, they can easily implement laws to protect kids. And time again, we see that protecting gun rights is more important to Republicans than protecting the lives of their own children. The number one cause of death in this country for kids is Republicans. Technically, it's firearms, but since guns don't kill people, people kill people. It's Republicans who make the laws that keep the firearms in the hands of people, whether it's starving kids in this United States, the richest country in the history of the world. We have the highest child starvation rate of all developed countries. Republicans continue to slash food stamps and get rid of free school lunch programs. And in this case, Republicans intentionally slaughtered more kids because Donald Trump eliminated the warning coordination meteorologist job at the San Antonio National Weather Service office, a position that works with local emergency managers to plan for floods, including when and how to warn local residents to help them evacuate. The San Angelo office was missing a senior hydrologist, a staff forecaster, and a meteorologist in charge. Overall, between these two offices covering this flood area, the job vacancy rate is double what it was when Trump took office. Not to mention, in 2017, Kerr County rejected adding a public warning system that included a siren, a floodlight system, and river gauges. This is a county that voted 77% Trump. Rich, prominent people, including political officials' children, attended Camp Mystic. And even then, these rich Republican politicians were too fucking greedy and did not give a fuck about their own kids to spend money on a warning system these Republican politicians knew they desperately needed, because they knew they were in the most dangerous river valley in the United States, where they have floods all the time.
We have floods all the time. This is the most dangerous river valley in the United States.
Again, don't let these fake Christian, fake pro-life Republican officials and their cultist followers gaslight you with their fake tears and their whining about not making this political to deflect from the fact that Republicans are the number one cause of death of children in this country.
As a resident of the state of Texas, you should see the backpedaling, the gaslighting that is happening right now because of all those children and those families, those people who lost their lives in this flood that just happened, okay? And the first thing that they in the comments saying, no, it's not the time to talk about politics. No, yes, it is. Now is especially the time because it seems like y'all didn't care when everyone else's families and communities of color were being torn apart. Okay, but now that it hit the white Christians, now it's a problem. And even in the midst of y'all own loss as a community, y'all don't want to acknowledge what we have been saying for months. The politics are the problem. The politics are the problem. Do you hear us now? Do you hear us now? Okay, and to add insult to injury, there will be no FEMA to restore those areas. And if there is some type of work, it will not be available on the scale that it was prior to them defunding FEMA and them defunding the National Weather Service. That's what got y'all here. Okay, but the only difference is, or whatever, y'all communities never really took that lick because it was always poor whites, if it was the whites, and usually it's not the whites, it's communities of color. But it was neither the poor, okay, in this go round, okay? It was Christian kids at camp. And y'all did this. Okay, so while you sending thoughts and prayers to the family members, I need you to reflect on how your poor decisions, on how you guys were so amped on putting a political party into power who had no qualifications whatsoever. No qualifications whatsoever. That's why we got Linda McMahon, okay, over education. So y'all think what this is doing right now is problematic? We haven't even gotten to the meat and potatoes of the situation or whatever. So miss us with the, oh, it's not the right time to talk about politics because your politics got us here.
The Texas floods to make it fucking political. It's not okay. You have been radicalized. It's not normal. It is not okay. Think that using a tragedy like the Texas floods to make it fucking political. It's not okay. If you're making fun of people unaliving in the Texas flood, go fuck yourself. You're subhuman. You're not good. You're not a good person. You're a shitty human. And go fuck yourself.
What you gonna do, crybaby? With alligator. Alcatraz lunch if I want to. And what you gonna do, baby? I'm gonna tell you FA and FO. Okay? So you have the day you deserve.
So you see how that lady is composing herself when others are going to be losing things. Very inhumane, very unmindful, not very demure. But let's see how her energy is when something finally affects her.
This is crazy. I know we're not Kirk County. I know we're not Kerrville. I know we're not San Angelo or San Antonio. But hell, we're human beings. Help us. Give us what we need. We are a older community. A lot of our people don't have insurance. They don't have money. Kind of a forgotten community for Travis County. We're unincorporated. We are their unwanted stepchildren out here, unfortunately.
As stated before, I never want anything to happen to kids or children, but to people like her that have the nastiest shit to say when it's anyone else, but wants the most sympathy and wants help for themselves when it finally hits and affects them, nah, fuck that, bro. You need to keep that same energy. You were laughing at people wanting to buy an alligator Alcatraz shirts, so it's cool and funny when it's someone else. But when shit hits the fan with you, you want sympathy, you want help. Where is everybody? No one cares about us. Now you know how it feels to be a fucking minority, eh? Thanks, guys. That was the end of today's video. Comment, share, like. Any recommendations, guys, just feel free to share in the comment section and subscribe to get more of this video, guys. Thank you. Have a nice rest of your day or night from wherever, depending on wherever you're watching. Bye bye.